Well, good morning once again. It's Friday, January the 20th, and we've managed to get through 3 weeks. 3 weeks of videos so far. I'm committed to this goal, and so far, I'm enjoying it very much. And I'm sure I'll get better as the year goes on. Speaking of goals, that's going to be our topic next week. And today, though, I want to dive into a topic that I try to really focus on with anybody that I'm talking to about personal development or life change, mindset change. And of all the things that I've studied on personal development, it seems to be the common denominator with pretty much every successful person. It may not be the first principle, but it seems to be within the top 3 principles. And I believe it is the first principle of success in any aspect of life, whether it's relationships, family relationships, business, personal finance, on the job, education. Doesn't really matter what you want to succeed in life. Doesn't matter what you're doing in life. If you want to succeed, this one principle will help with that. What is that one principle? Well, let me start by saying this. Have you noticed when you're talking to people on the street, in stores, whatever, wherever you're talking to people, people tend to complain a lot, and people tend to blame a lot. I want you to think about that for a minute. Complaining and blaming. And that leads us to the first principle, which is taking 100% responsibility of your life and actions. Now that sounds like a huge, tall order. And it can be at times. But see, and I'll talk about this in detail sometime this year, what you believe and what you choose affects every part of your life. You cannot blame other people for what you're going through, because it's your beliefs and your choices that have brought you to that place in your life. Okay, let me explain it like this. So, Jack Canfield has a mathematical formula, sort of mathematical formula, that he heard. I don't know if it's original to him, but this is something he teaches, and there are similar formulas with different other personal development guys. But it's like this. E plus R equals O. E plus R equals O. If you can memorize and master this formula, it'll change your life. It has changed my life. I'll be honest, it has changed my life. You can ask my wife. I ain't perfect, I'll guarantee you that. Make many mistakes in my life, but I have a formula to fall back on now for which I can make better choices in my life. So, what does E plus R equals O mean? Events plus responses equals your outcome. Events plus responses equals your outcome. I'm going to say it one more time. Events plus responses equals your outcome. It's very important you understand this. Events plus responses equals outcome. So, we can all agree that for the most part, we have no control over events in our lives. Okay? Things just happen. Life happens. People get sick. A lot of stuff happens. Now we can get into a situation Some people say, well, how can I be 100% responsible if I get cancer, uh, if I get other kind of sick, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Well, I'm not going to say that you are 100% responsible, but you need to learn to act as if. So, if you get sick, if an event hits you, and you say, well, I'm not responsible for this, let me ask you a question. This is just a question. I'm not saying that we are 100% responsible for our sickness and everything else. I believe choices that we make affect these outcomes. But did you eat organic food all your life? Did you stay away from electronics, especially putting cell phones up to your head, which produce radiation which can cause all kinds of cancers? Did you stay away from junk foods and pop, which have chemicals in them that are known to produce cancer and other sicknesses? Did you keep your mind free of grudges and bad attitudes? Did you forgive everyone as quickly as possible when they hurt you? And I can go on and on and on. All these things that we do and make a choice to do affect our health and our mental stability. Anyway, getting back to the E+R=O. So, for the most part, we cannot affect the events in our lives. And outcomes are a result of the responses. So, if we can't really determine the outcome, what can we do? We can change our responses. That's the only part of this equation, the R, that we have any power over. The event happens, a response happens, and an outcome happens. The only part that you got to be worried about is the response. Why do I say that? Because if you don't like the outcome, you need to change your response. Your response to an event determines the outcome. How many people have I read stories about? Doctors come in and say, you're never going to walk again in your life. The event was an accident. The doctors come in and say, you're kaput, you're done, your back is broken, whatever, you're paralyzed. And they said, no, I'm not. I'm going to walk. And doctors laugh and walk away. And within sometimes in a miraculously short time, through prayer, through mental visualization, through mental work, they literally regrow what is necessary in their body through the power of prayer in their mind to be able to walk again. Countless stories. Why? Because their response was, I do not accept that verdict. And then there are times when I hear the same kind of story, and the response is depression. The response is complete and utter breakdown because they don't ever know how they're going to walk again in their lives. See, your response to the event determines the outcome. Say you get a pop quiz in school. First thing is, oh crap, what am I going to do? But your response determines your outcome. If you take a quick moment to calm down and say, you know what, I've studied for this already. I put some time in, I've been reading my books, I've been doing my homework. I shouldn't have any problem with this. Guess what? You probably won't have any problem with this. But if you get all fatigued and you get all worried, you're shutting down the creative part of your mind, and you probably will have a problem with your test. Coaching hockey, doing great in a game. All of a sudden the other team starts getting a couple goals. Kids start to panic. One starts to panic, then the next one, and then it just goes on. The response nearly cost the game. But if we keep our head in the game, focus on what we're supposed to do instead of responding crazy to the outcome, to the event, which is get the other team getting a couple goals. Just play your positions, play your game, and guess what? You'll probably have a favorable outcome. Take 100% responsibility in your life. Learn. It's a skill. You got to learn this, and I'm a long way from being a master at this, but I am learning. Take time to think. Say, what outcome do I want from this event? What outcome do I want? And then decide on a response that will help you get to that outcome. Instead of losing your mind, take a deep breath, look at the event and say, okay, what's going on? What do I want to happen? What I want to happen, is it even possible? Okay? I mean, if somebody dies, I believe in the resurrection of the dead, but, a lot of times that doesn't happen. So, you've got to look at the situation, see what's going on, and if it's possible, what outcome do you want? How are you going to get it? And then you respond to the event accordingly. Stop reacting to things and start responding to things. All we do in life is react, and we never get anywhere. When you start to respond with purpose. And before I go, let me say, this one principle helped change my life enough so I had the mental ability to figure out my life purpose. So I kind of went this week backwards, but I did it on purpose. So, take responsibility. You're the one who did the actions. You're the one who said the words. You're the one who thought the thoughts. Nobody else made you do it. As a matter of fact, and I'll talk about this on another video, nobody can make you do anything. Anyway, have a great day. Have a great weekend. You can be a better person. You can change somebody's life. And I hope in some small way that I'm helping change your life. Have a great day. We'll talk to you again, if not this weekend, on Monday morning.